I'm 100% convinced that these cookies will usher in world peace. Okay, I know that's a really bold statement, but before I explain myself, hello, I'm Jeanette at Rustic Pathways, and it's time for another Rustic Eats recipe where I cook or I bake something from one of the places our students visit. Today I'm making Hawaiian Snowball Cookies, but before I jump into the ingredients and the recipe, please make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos. And in case you don't know what snowball cookies are, they're little round morsels of goodness rolled in powdered sugar, and then the inside is very buttery, and it's got a fun little texture, a little bit on the chalky side, but not in a bad way. Also, I feel like every country has a variation, and that's why I think that they are peacemakers. So I've heard them called Swedish Tea Balls, Russian tea cakes, Mexican wedding cookies, but it's basically the same cookie. So sorry this intro is so long, but I know that these cookies are gonna unite us all. So let's jump into the ingredients. For the Hawaiian Snowball Cookies, you're gonna need butter, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, coconut extract, flour, salt, and macadamia nuts. Just a quick note, I wasn't able to find macadamia nuts, so I'm using pecans instead. I'll post the precise measurements and recipe in the video description. Also say a quick hello to Rusty, who is my mother-in-law's dog, and I think he should be the Rustic Pathways mascot. First things first, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're going to jump right into the butter, and we're going to want to cream the butter, the powdered sugar, the vanilla extract, and the coconut extract. The coconut extract is going to give these snowball cookies a bit of a tropical flavor, and if you can find macadamia nuts in your area, then use those instead of pecans. Also, fun fact, the majority of the world's macadamias are grown in Hawaii, but they're indigenous to Australia. As I'm mixing these ingredients, let me take a second to tell you about our travel programs to Hawaii for students ages 12 to 22. Our immersive travel experiences will take students to Hawaii for service, fun, and adventure, and you can find more information on that in the video description. Back to the recipe, I've sifted together the flour and the salt, and I'm going to add that gradually to the butter mixture. These cookies are so easy to make, and I think the best part is that they're versatile. So you can make these at Christmas or for birthdays or any occasion really, and adding different extracts or nuts will make them unique. Next, I'm adding the nuts and stirring those in really well, making sure it's all evened out so that every cookie has an equal proportion of nuttiness to it. It's time to make our dough balls, and if the dough looks a little crumbly and coarse, that's okay because you can press it together in your hands and shape your ball. Now, my snowballs are medium sized because, I don't know, why not? But you can definitely use a tablespoon to scoop out your dough so that you have evenly sized snowballs. I forgot to mention that you want to spray your cookie sheet with some cooking spray so that they don't stick, or you can use parchment paper as well. And also make sure to space out your little snowballs about 1 inch apart. I mean, I didn't get out a ruler or anything, so I'm not sure how the spacing on these is accurate, but you know, just don't have them touching. The cookies will bake for 10 to 13 minutes, and I always err on the side of caution, so I always cook them for 10 and then just make sure and check them every few minutes or so to make sure they don't brown. Once the cookies are out, you want to cool them a bit until you can pick them up without burning yourself. And while they're on the warm side, dip them into a bowl of powdered sugar, and the warmth of the cookie will bind the sugar to it. And voila, you have delicious Hawaiian snowball cookies. The cookies are done, and it's time to taste them. Let me share my thoughts because I literally could not open my mouth. These were so yummy, but the powdered sugar instantly spackles these to the roof of your mouth. But it was so delicious. I love the coconut flavor, the crunchiness of the nuts, and just the texture of the whole cookie. Delicious. The ingredients and recipe for the Hawaiian Snowballs are in the video description, so make sure to check that out and let us know if you've tried them before. Also, don't forget to check out our travel programs to Hawaii. You can find all that information at rusticpathways.com.